about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the
swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And it's caught for the out. David Ortiz, the next to hit. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Double play ball to second. Spin throw, that's one. And that's two. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. No, that's foul. And that's in the dirt. That one missing inside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Line drive. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
And a base hit. Here comes the throw. Lead runner to second. So 2 on and nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Ken Griffey Jr. swings through it for strike one.
Ball one.
And that one missing low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
In the dirt, blocked. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Here is Jock Peterson.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Check swing. Called strike. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here at the top of the second. Well struck. Deep right field. Way back. And out of here.
You call that pitching? This is baseball, not
He'll
tennis.
take a jog around the bases. And they take the lead. It's 3-0. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
This one high in the air to left center. Grisham trying to get there. Makes the grab. And that's the third out. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Leiter back to work. That's to third. And foul ball. Inside. And it's 1-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The wind and the pitch.
2 balls.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Slings it across. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Griffey on his horse. Can't reach it. It finds the gap. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Yeah. 0-1.
Hard on the ground to first. Here's the tag, and he's out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Josh Smith. In the air to left down the line. Nimmo running hard to get it. Drops into the glove. And that is the third out. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Anthony Santander. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Ortiz settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one away. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Grandal at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Outside low. Ball 2.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Started to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. And he went, says Larry Bullard. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. That takes care. Set for the bottom of the third. And now the right fielder, Cameron Meisner. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And first offering is fouled off. Lugo goes 6'1", 190 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. That one hit to right. Merrifield snags it for the second out. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first. That takes care. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the fourth. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. First pitch misses. That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Corrals it. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. In the air, left field, down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. That one ripped, but foul. Next offering is downstairs. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. Tattooed
You
and
call that
gone.
pitching? This is baseball.
He
not
flexes his
tennis.
power with that swing, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-0. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the lefty's status. So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Whit Merrifield. That one is upstairs. Peterson. Runner at first with 2 gone. A new arm into the game, the righty, Mike Messina.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On its way to the corner, Meisner on the move towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Popped up. Ortiz brings it in, and that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Ralph Kiner. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That to right. Merrifield under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, David Ortiz. Foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground to third. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Kelly batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That one hammered center field. Junior squeezes it, and that'll do it. And we're back. And now, Trey Turner. And a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
You call that pitching? This is baseball, not
Anthony
tennis.
Santander knocks one out. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. Ramirez up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch. 1 away. And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. That takes care of Grandal. So digging in, Jorge Polanco. Foul ball there. Swing and a foul out of play. 0-2 now. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Lugo makes the catch, and that back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch.
Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ramirez sends it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Josh Smith. First pitch just misses. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Cameron Meisner now at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location just to swing it.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Out of here. He made him pay for that one, and they close the gap. It's 6-2. Lugo now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2 outs, base is empty. Got him. Inning over. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Messina back to work. Just off the inside edge. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Junior up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And that is out of play.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Nimmo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fastball at the letters. Frozen for strike 3. And Jack Peterson stands in. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. That one is gone.
You call that pitching? This is baseball, not
another
tennis.
homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 8-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Grounder might be 2. To second, there's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. Now at the plate, Trent Grisham. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him. So up next, Ralph Kiner. High fly ball, right field. Merrifield moving under this one. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Fires over to first. And that will end. Top of inning number. Seven. Now the number 2 hitter, Anthony Santander. And first offering is fouled off. Now a screamer into the outfield. Kiner makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Yasmani Grandal up to hit. To the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Nimmo calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Bregman in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And another ball. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, 1 away. Next pitch is outside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Full count.
In the air out to center. Junior makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Josh Smith. That's in for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
This could end it. And they'll do it again. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. 2 outs. Got him, and that's the ball game. 8-2 the final.
the same. My mama sees the lights on. When you look so good, look so fine.